Check 1, 2, 3,
10,
4,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go C. My Q.
Lake Charles police released the name of the man charged with rape this week. Plus, business is brisk for local crawfish suppliers. One dealer had plenty to go around, even for those without a reservation today. And the president announces new fuel standards. But will it mean digging deeper into your pocket to pay at the pump? Live at 5.
Feels
is
Mike.
next.
Pay ticket.
Chills. It gives me chills. Chills. It gives me chills.
10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go C.
Now,
Stand
in
by on
high
cam.
definition, sponsored by Nissan of Lake Charles. This is 7 News live at 5.
My Q.
Hello there, I'm Charlie Haldeman in for Cynthia Arsenault. We begin with news from the Jindal
It's clear.
administration.
Stand by
Less
some
than
from C.
45 minutes ago, word that the head of the Department of Health and Hospitals has resigned.
C.
You may recall Health Secretary Bruce Greenstein is
Videos
under
up.
investigation for ongoing state and federal
We're gonna
probes
come back
into the
centered
awarding
for
of a
the tag,
Medicaid
then we'll pan and
contract
add
to
a
a company
key.
called CNSI. It's where he once worked. A spokesman for Governor Bobby Jindal confirms today Greenstein will resign. He was not asked to step down. The state's Attorney General's office has said the 10-year contract for Medicaid claims processing and bill payment was improperly handled. When the contract was awarded 2 years ago, Greenstein denied any involvement in the
Stand by on
selection,
cam.
but he admitted that a change he pushed for in the bid solicitation made CNSI eligible.
He's up
Governor
on cam.
Jindal has appointed
Stand by to
Kathy
pan and add a
Kluber to
key.
serve as an interim DHH secretary. Police released the
Pan key.
identity today of the man
What?
charged with rape and attempted
Stand
rape
by
in
full
2
screen. That was
separate
a horrible
incidents in
pan.
Lake Charles.
Full
Police say
screen.
31-year-old Sean Riggs was arrested
Coming back
Wednesday on a
centered.
charge of aggravated rape, attempted rape, and indecent behavior with a juvenile. They say the attacks took place in the 1500 block of 4th Avenue between March 15th and March 21st. Riggs is being held at the Calcasieu Correctional Center under a $300,000 bond. Anybody with information that may help police with their investigation,
Take it out.
you can call police 491-1311.
Going
A
to video
North
out of
Louisiana
tune.
landlady is charged with the murder of one of her tenants.
Video's
Police
up.
say it was a shooting
I'm
that
gonna go to a
happened in
full
the neighborhood
screen
of
and then we'll
Manny,
come back
Louisiana, near
centered.
Shreveport. The victim identified as 43-year-old Veronica McNeil.
Full screen.
Police say she died of multiple gunshot wounds after a confrontation
Coming
with
back
the
centered.
suspect, Deborah Easley. Sabine Parish Sheriff's
take it
officials
out.
say Easley is in custody and
Take it
charged
out.
with second-degree murder.
He's
A
up on
former
cam,
Jennings
going to
police
another
chief
full
accused
screen.
of taking items from the department's evidence room has entered a plea of not guilty.
Full screen.
Johnny Lassiter and with his attorney entered
come
the
back
plea
centered.
yesterday during a brief court appearance. He's charged with malfeasance and other felony
Stand by to
counts.
take it out.
Lassiter is scheduled to stand trial on September 16th. He was arrested in January on charges of theft over $1,500. He resigned as a police officer on January 8th, 3
Take it
days
out.
before state police arrested him. Acadia Parish
Gonna go to
Sheriff's
another full
officials are
screen.
encouraging residents to secure their ATVs and other outdoor equipment and keep them locked and out of sight as much as possible. That's after reports of theft in
Full
the area.
screen.
2 o'clock this morning, a family from Iota says
Gonna go
2
to
of their
another full
ATVs were
screen.
stolen. The vehicles
next.
valued at around $25,000.
Coming back keyed.
The Acadia Parish Sheriff's Office urging anyone who sees suspicious activity, give them a call.
Take it out.
788-8700. Good Friday means
Going to
crawfish
video out of
celebrations for
3.
many families in
Come.
southwest Louisiana, and it was a very busy day at JT Seafood on Lake Street, among
Videos
other
up.
vendors. People lined up early this morning
We're
to
gonna
get their
mix
hands
with
on some
banner to
crawfish.
sod out of
JT's
one.
owners say customers have been reserving crawfish orders for the weekend since Mardi Gras. The sacks are kept in a refrigerated trailer outside the shop to make it easier to distribute. There were only enough crawfish in the trailer to sell to people with reservations. Luckily, though, customers were able to get some non-reserved crawfish sold straight off the
myself
truck.
from one.
JT's owner Brad Swallow says today's sales have been steady.
Live crawfish, we've had some good sales. I think we're gonna
15 seconds, it's
sell
out
quite a
Sunday
bit of
morning, more
crawfish. We
BO,
sold
go
lot
to a slot out of
yesterday, which was
2.
Holy Thursday. We got a lot sold today.
5 seconds.
We got a lot sold tomorrow. And we got a lot sold for Easter Sunday morning.
Mike Q.
Aside from all the hustle on the busiest day of the year,
Stand by, stop
Swallow
for
and his
2.
employees say they keep the meaning behind Good Friday in mind as they go throughout their day.
And Son of
Today's the
I'm-
day Jesus got
All
crucified.
this video is kind of
And
short.
then Sunday
Over
is the day,
here,
Easter
we're gonna have
Sunday's
more
the day
video.
that
We're
he's
gonna come back
rise
to
again.
Centered.
And so for us,
Stand by.
I mean, that's what it's all about for us over here.
Mike Q.
Of course, JT's one of many in the area. JT's open the rest of the
Standing by
evening
on
today,
cam.
selling live crawfish. Average price about $3 a pound. Just a few minutes
on
ago,
cam.
a 6-mile March for Christ ended at St. Teresa Church in Carlos
video
just
at
in
3.
time for Good Friday services.
Video's up.
It's the 40th year of the celebration that began.
We're gonna mix
the march
to a
began
slot
at
out
Our
of
Lady
one.
of Prompsicore Church in
You can
Sulphur while
advance it when you see
carrying
the person coming back
130-foot
keyed.
rosary. The marchers sang and prayed the way of the cross. Young and old, marchers made of parents, babies in strollers, even older kids, all the way up to senior citizens.
Stand by,
all
stop
were
for
asked to
1.
wear their red shirts in honor of the event.
And 1.
And it's very inspiring. As we walk along, we pick up walkers, and we've had some conversion
16
experiences
seconds.
while this walk was
The
going
Christ, more video coming back
on. We
key.
walk along and pray and sing and really devote this whole 6 miles to the Passion of Christ.
Mike Q.
We are told in 40 years there has only been one rainout in the history of this event, and that was back in 1996.
He's
At
on
the
cam,
Vatican,
going to a
Pope
package out
Francis
of
leading
2.
the way of the cross, presiding over his first Good Friday celebrations. Mark Barger reports.
Son of 2. It's a minute 16
Dramatic
standard out
pictures
key.
from
We're going to
Rome
come back
this evening as
centered.
Pope Francis led the way of the cross at the ancient Roman Colosseum. For the faithful, the solemn procession recalls the suffering of Jesus as he was led to his death on the cross.
10.
Earlier in the day, Pope
Sound.
Francis presided over a service in St. Peter's Basilica,
minute.
celebrating the Lord's Passion, prostrate on the ground in a sign of humility. Even in his early days as Pope, Francis has made humility and breaking with tradition signs of his style of leadership. On Holy Thursday, Francis washed the feet of inmates at a youth detention facility rather than in Rome's chief cathedral. 2 young women were among the group, a first, bound to
30.
upset traditionalists.
I think it's radical, meaning getting back to the roots of what the Catholic Church should be all about.
Pope Francis has also forsaken the papal apartments inside the Vatican City for the time being, choosing to continue to live in
15.
a hotel with other clergy. But even as he breaks with tradition,
10.
Pope Francis still has his own cross to bear, tackling the many problems facing
5.
the Catholic Church.
Standing by.
Mark Barker, NBC News.
And Mike Q.
For many families,
On the
new
video at
clothing
3.
for
Okay.
Easter just isn't in their budget. That's why
Video's
a
up.
local clothing giveaway
Back
was held to
center.
make sure everybody looks sharp for
to
Easter.
a
It's
nap pop
hosted
out
this
of
year
1.
by the Water's Edge Church on Power Center Parkway in Lake Charles. The project, first started by Bethany Baptist Church in LeBlue,
Standing
and
by
has
on
been
cam.
passed from church to church.
He's up
A
on
big
cam, going to
Easter
a
egg
nap
hunt
pop out of
drew
1.
hundreds of eager kids to Veterans Memorial Park in Lake Charles this morning.
1. Mike Q.
And with that, the 25th annual Easter egg hunt
We'll come
kicking
back
off.
to 3 and a 2.
Sponsors of the event providing thousands of chocolate eggs for the kids, many plastic eggs with some special prizes inside.
Advance.
And if you attend an Easter egg hunt family event, you can send us
Stand
your
by 3
Easter
and a
holiday
2.
photos, pictures of the kids in their Sunday finest through KPLC's ViewerNet. You'll find the link on our homepage, KPLC-TV.com. Let's get our first look at
Stand
the
by 1
Easter
in the
forecast.
monitor.
Now meteorologist Cedric Haynes in for Wade tonight.
That's
Cedric?
right, Charlie. Well, the good news is the warmer weather
One's
is
up.
back to the area now, and that's going to stick around with us, I think, as we go throughout the entire holiday weekend.
30's
So that's
up.
some real good news for
We'll
us.
come back to
The
3
bad
and a
news
2,
is
then
we've
we'll go
got
2
clouds
centered
on the
on
increase,
Charlie.
and that's probably going to lead to a chance of rain. But not tonight. I think we're just going to mainly see the clouds on the increase, and they will do so. But we had a day full of sunshine for the most part today, with just some high cirrus clouds out there. Temperatures responded quite nicely, with those temperatures rebounding all the way up into the mid-70s. 75 was a very popular number today all across southwest Louisiana, from Lake Charles to DeRidder up through Fort Polk as well. And as we can see right now, temperatures are still warm out there. 75 still currently in DeRidder, 72 in Lake Charles, and 73 in Lafayette. You can see areas along I-10 has plenty of sunshine, while areas to the north have some clouds out there. This evening it's going to remain warm with clouds on the
Semi-3.
increase. In just a few minutes, Charlie, we're going to talk more about
Grab
this
on cam,
forecast,
semi-2.
including Easter.
All right, thank you, Cedric. Former
Two's
patients of a
going to
Tulsa,
video out of
Oklahoma
2.
dentist are being
Okay.
told to get tested for HIV after the state's dental board exposed unsanitary conditions inside his dentist office.
Videos up.
Letters recommending testing have been
We're gonna
sent to
mix with
7,000
banner to a
patients
salt out
to
of 3.
Dr. Scott Harrington.
You can use one as your
Investigators
wine.
say they found rusty medical instruments, bleach used to sanitize dental tools, open vials of drugs, and exposed needles in his office, all potential risks for contamination of patients. Although there is no evidence that patients were exposed to hepatitis or HIV, the testing is being suggested as a precaution.
And 3.
We've never had a complaint of this nature, of this type. In fact, I
It's
asked
out
the health
12
department
seconds.
how many
Dentist
times they've
office,
had a
more
situation like
VO2
this, and they
center
said
for the
3 times in
bum.
10 years that they've had to do a public notification from a medical office and never a dentist office.
Mike, you.
Officials say Dr. Harrington seemed to pass the blame during the interviews to his dental assistants. Investigators say those assistants may have committed felonies by performing IV sedation on patients without a license. The Obama administration makes a move to improve fuel efficiency standards 4 years from now. But are we ready to handle that change?
Stand by camera 1.
Next on Live at 5, a
Go
look at how
1.
these new gas standards could affect
1 is
how
up.
much you pay at the pump.
3,
That's next.
2, 1. Fade taken. 15. You can loosen up on your shot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go scene. Standing by. IQ.
Environmentalists and car companies are hailing it as one of the best things President Obama has done. It's a proposed new rule out today to make gasoline cleaner and our air safer. But will it lead to higher gas prices? Steve Handelsman has more from Washington.
1. This is a minute 44 standard out key. We're going to come back keyed for the tag, and we'll eventually animate it out and center up.
Less sulfur allowed in gasoline, lower tailpipe emissions, and cleaner air. Environmentalists claiming $7 in lower healthcare costs for every dollar spent, and almost zero paid at the pump, 1 cent.
We're looking at a penny a gallon, and we can guarantee that the consumers will not discern any impact in cost increases at the pump from this proposal.
That sounds great. If you could make the air cleaner, make your car run better, make people healthier, and spend a penny a gallon, what do you think?
1 minute.
I think it's a good idea.
How about 9 cents a gallon?
So,
There's a big discrepancy. I think that's a bad idea.
And up to 9 cents a gallon is what the oil companies claim the new rule would cost.
At the end of the day, it's billions of dollars. It doesn't even sound like a lot. 9 cents doesn't sound like a lot. You multiply times all those billions of gallons being sold, it's billions of dollars we're talking about.
But car companies called the Obama move a big step forward. Catalytic converters would work better. President Obama was in Miami promoting a $21 billion plan to sell more bonds to upgrade highways and the like.
Building better roads and bridges and schools. That's not a partisan idea.
But in fact, the Obama move to invest again in highways and to mandate cleaner gasoline does have GOP opposition. One senior Republican up here said we can't afford policies that raise gas prices.
5 seconds.
I'm Steve
Standing by on cam.
NBC News, Capitol Hill.
Mike Hume.
Most
stand by to
U.S.
take the key out,
refineries
stand
are
by Pam.
not equipped to turn out cleaner gas, and the major oil companies say when they are, the refineries will create more pollution as they struggle to scrub sulfur out of gasoline. A major event honors those veterans who served in Vietnam. That event set for tomorrow in Lake Charles. It starts at 10 a.m. at Veterans Memorial Park on the lakefront. Calcasieu Parish District Attorney John DeRosier will be the guest speaker, and KPLC's Brittany Glazer will MC the event. Immediately following, a picnic is planned, as well as a performance by the Lake Charles Community Band.
Mikey Cedric.
Well, no major traffic problems out there.
Sneak in your
We
car,
are dealing
stand by
with
your
the
brake.
air conditioning aiming to be on, at least when rolling down the windows. Temperatures are into the 70s out there right now. Partly cloudy skies. I'll let you know how long the warm weather will stick around with us coming up right after this.
Kill his mic. Fade. All right.
315 for weather.
315.
315 for weather.
Did you kill the cart?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go see.
Now your pinpoint forecast with meteorologist Cedric Haynes.
Well, good Friday evening to you. We are enjoying some nice weather out there. Plenty of sunshine.
You're
Temperatures
clear.
into the 70s. Perfect weather for any of those crawfish celebrations that I know a lot of people are out doing during this weekend. And it's going to be some nice weather, I think, as we go throughout the rest of the weekend with a nice south-southwesterly breeze. Anytime the wind is out of the south, we're talking about warmer weather. That's exactly what's going on all across the lower Mississippi River Valley right now. You can see temperatures into the mid-70s from Texas all the way across the state of Louisiana into Mississippi. And we'll take you in a little closer to southwest Louisiana where we are enjoying some fantastic temperatures right now. We're talking about mid-70s north of I-10, 75 currently in Fort Polk, DeRidder, and also 75 degrees currently in Oakdale. And then along I-10, we still have temperatures into the lower 70s, 72 degrees in Lake Charles, 73 in Jennings, and 73 degrees currently in Lafayette. If you're along the coast right now, a nice little cool breeze coming in with that water temperature still into the upper 50s, lower 60s. So your temperature is only into the mid-60s thanks to that. So spring fever is here, and we are really definitely getting into the grip of feeling some of the spring-like weather. We're going to be talking about above normal temperatures as we head towards the holiday weekend, and it's been a very long time since we've been able to talk about that. Temperatures starting off tomorrow morning into the upper 50s to around 60 degrees, but that won't last long. Got southerly breeze coming into the area. Yeah, by afternoon hours, temperatures into the mid-70s across the area. North of I-10, you're going to be into the mid to upper 70s. You run a risk of an isolated streamer shower north of I-10, I believe, but I'm not really convinced that we're going to see too much in the way of rainfall on your Saturday. Now, Sunday is going to be a different story, especially as we head towards Saturday night and during the daytime hours on Sunday. I think early Sunday morning, we may see some showers and storms begin to develop to our north and then eventually move across the area and increase in showers and storms. But it's still going to be a warm day. Look at Futurecast for Sunday afternoon, upper 70s moving into the area. Here's what's going on the satellite radar composite. Plenty of sunshine today, but changes are beginning to develop. You can see these clouds increasing to our north, also showers and storms off to our north as well. We'll zoom out and show you. You've got some severe weather now breaking out across Texas with a new severe thunderstorm watch just issued there by the Storm Prediction Center. Showers and storms will continue to ride along this front, but the first wave of energy is going to miss us to the north. That's good news. Map it out for you hour by hour on Futurecast. You can see that warm breeze bringing in that warm air here. Here's the warm front lifting to the north with those showers and storms on your Saturday. So mainly a mix of sun and clouds on Saturday with a very slight chance of an isolated storm. Now, as we head into Sunday morning, though, you can see we still have the warm air in place, that warm flow coming in, but this disturbance will be approaching southwest Louisiana during the day on Sunday. And as it does so, we could see some scattered showers and storms breaking out to our north and eventually shifting on down to the south. Now, on Tuesday, we'll see some cool air begin to move in behind that first front. By Wednesday, yeah, this big blue H way up in Canada right here will be moving south. That's the leading edge of some colder air. That cold air will be in here by Wednesday, so get ready for a change in the season. 58 tonight with those clouds arriving late. The winds will pick up out of the south tomorrow, anywhere between 10 and 20 miles per hour, with a very slight chance of an isolated storm on Saturday, so keep that in mind. But it's still going to be warm. Here's your Easter Sunday hour-by-hour forecast out there. It's going to be showing us a very warm day coming up for us overall. Temperatures into the mid to upper 70s. Continuing into Monday, the first front moves through, drops our temperatures back into the 60s on Tuesday, but that second front drops us into the 50s with a good chance of rain by Wednesday.
All right, thank you, Cedric. Next in our Health Minute, the inspiring story of a wheelchair dancer when Live at 5 continues.
And fade, take it. 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go scene. IQ, go key.
Dancing comes in many forms, but what
Stand by
exactly
package
is
for 2.
wheelchair dancing? Elizabeth
Is,
Corbin takes a closer look in today's Health Minute.
Dancing
It's
is
1 minute,
Chelsea
standard
Hill's
out key will
passion.
come back
She
centered
began
for
it
the
at a very
bump.
young age. But when an accident left her in a wheelchair 3 years ago, she thought she would never perform again.
When I was first paralyzed, I didn't know my body at all. I didn't know how to balance. I didn't know how to do anything.
Chelsea found out she could still dance in her wheelchair.
In sports and recreation, there are very few, if any, activities that aren't available to people with disabilities.
Regular physical activity can make life easier by increasing mobility and strength, and that's not all.
If you pick the right activity, it is fun, and that helps with self-confidence and self-esteem. It helps reduce depression, and helps reduce anxiety.
15.
As for Chelsea, she credits wheelchair dancing for making her feel like herself again.
10.
Natural, confident. Dancing to me is something you do from the inside. You don't have to walk to dance.
For today's
Standing
Health
by.
Minute, I'm Elizabeth Floridan.
Thank you.
Just ahead on Live at 5,
Sneak
one
in
of the
your car.
oldest versions of the Ten Commandments, part of the Dead Sea
Tire
Scrolls,
break.
goes on display. Details next.
Feels mine. Fade.
The commercials are logging the news block.
15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The scene. Mike, you.
Before we go tonight, a rare display of Ten Commandments scroll is going on in Cincinnati. It's part of
Videos
the
up.
Dead Sea Scrolls traveling exhibit.
We'll come
but
back
the
to
Ten
3 and a
Commandments
2.
scroll in particular is
What's your water
heavily
on?
protected by the Israel Antiquities Authority and is rarely approved for public viewing. The Ten Commandments, written in Hebrew on a strip of parchment believed to be more than 2,000 years old. This scroll is one of only 2 ancient manuscripts to feature the commandments. The Dead Sea Scrolls contain the earliest known surviving manuscripts of text included in the Hebrew Bible. in
There,
Cincinnati.
Cam.
College in
I
Cincinnati.
did.
eh?
You know, Bearcats up there.
Oh.
You see. Hey, I'll tell you what, our forecast is not going to be like Cincinnati weather. I'll tell you that much. We're going to be talking about plenty of sunshine,
30 on the
70s
show.
out there right now, and it's going to stay warm right on through the evening.
All right, thank you, Cedric. We're back on the air in 30 minutes or anytime at KPLC-TV.com.
Website's
And always
Go
on the
one.
mobile app for Cedric
One
Haynes
is
and
up.
everybody behind the camera. I'm Charlie
15.
Goldman. We thank you for joining us. Have a good night.
10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay taken.